Hey, what is going on, guys? So welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be talking about how to get your first dub or win or whatever you want to call it, how to get your first win of season 5 or actually any win, and tips and tricks that may be helping you. So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to drop a like, subscribe. I'll really appreciate it. In fact, 60.9% of you guys are not subscribed, and that is a big amount of you guys. So please consider hitting that subscribe button. I'll really appreciate it. And let's get right into the video. Alright, tip number 1. Alright. So whenever you're trying to get the dub, you're only focusing on getting the dub. You're not really focusing on challenges, getting the kills, because it turns out those challenges will distract you, and while somebody's shooting you, you guys get distracted in the challenge. You're like, no, I want to do a challenge first, and then turns out you know you're going to die because that kids keep on shooting you. You're like, I'm almost done the challenge. Well, in fact, when you're trying to get the dub, I highly recommend you guys do not do challenges, because challenges is pretty much the #1 distraction for getting a dub. And whenever you're trying to get a dub, you always have to like play it safe. I don't think you should go out into open and start harvesting cars for like, let's say a challenge is get 4 mechanical parts. Then you start going into open, start harvesting cars. Everybody hears the sounds. Everybody sees their car blowing up. They know you're there. They're going to start rushing you. They're going to start attacking you. You're going to get third partied, and then you can be like, no, why are you third partying me? Well, first of all, it's technically your fault because you're the one who did the challenge You shouldn't. Well, you shouldn't have done the challenge because you know you're trying to get the dub, not for the challenge. You can do a challenge like whenever you're playing the game or not even trying to get a dub. On to tip number 2. Okay, so for tip number 2, what I'll try to say is whenever you're trying to get a dub, don't land anywhere really popular. Like, don't land the Spire or all those places, because I mean, I'm not saying you can't, you could, but like, be careful. I highly recommend you don't. Like, in this match I landed the gas station, and I know and probably like people couldn't land here, but I'll probably just like get the gun first, or I'll retreat to somewhere else. So one really big thing is to try not to land anywhere crowded, and if you see someone landing there and which you want to land and you knew that no one was going to land there, then probably just retreat, and then you can be in the forest, and you can literally like land in the forest, and that could be a good place. You get loot slowly, and turns out you could actually get a dub. I've gotten a dub like that quite a couple of times. And especially in crowded places, there are always a lot of people, and there's going to be third parties. There's going to be people shooting you, and honestly, no one can handle third parties. You're going to get pushed from every single direction possible. So whenever I'm trying to get a dub, I usually don't land somewhere crowded. One good thing about this season is that, like, actually, I'm pretty sure this was last season too, is that you can like buy weapons from NPCs. So like, for example, if you're really good with a specific weapon, then you can go to that NPC, and that NPC probably sells it for gold or something, and then you can probably get it from that NPC. And then that's one thing about this game about Terror 2 that makes it really good. Like, you can buy stuff from NPC, and like, for example, there's 500 people landing on you. There's an NPC near that really popular POI. Then you can quickly get an NPC. There's a lot of people landing on you. They don't know you got the weapon from the NPC, and you can start shooting them. You can start eliminating them as fast as possible, and people won't expect that you got the weapon from the NPC. If you like camping a lot in this game, there is this new thing in this season where you can turn into a prop. Like, you have to, it costs a certain amount of gold. I'm not sure how much gold it costs exactly, but it costs a certain amount of gold. I think 70, I'm not sure, I'm not 100% sure. But like, you can turn into a prop, and then whenever someone comes near you, either you surprise attack them, then they'll get all scared and you can easily kill them, or you can keep camping if you think it's a really good player. And that's one strategy that could help you win in this season. Like, camping basically, especially turns you into a prop. That's what I'm trying to say. And another really good thing about the season is crafting. Like, let's say you have a specific weapon and you don't want that, and you're not really comfortable with that weapon, and you want to change the weapon. Like, I don't know. Let's use, if I'm not sure if this is possible, but let's say you want to make a makeshift into a pump. Then you can, like, I don't know what. Like, a normal mechanical bullet to to a shockwave, but it may cost, I'm pretty sure it costs 6 impulses, so you can literally craft that, and then let's say you're more comfortable with that and you need that for utility in movement, and then you can just use that. And let's say you want the flame bow, I'm pretty sure it costs 6 what do you call it, yeah, 6 firefly jars, so you can literally like craft it from, it only takes 6 firefly jars, and then there you have it. Like, you're more comfortable with that, then take it. I don't know, different people are comfortable with different things. Another thing this season is to not to rush. Like, if you're trying to get it done, then please don't rush, because here's the thing, whenever you rush, like, and you never know that person's good or bad, then third parties come. Okay, this is one tip that helped me get my first dub of season 6. Even if you see an AI, even if you see like a player that's a bot, not even moving, do not go for them, because turns out once you start shooting your gun, once you start AR spraying at them, other people will hear you, and then other people will start shooting at you, and then they'll start shooting at them, and then a whole bloodbath will happen, and then you get third partied and all that. So that's what happened in my first ever season 6 video I made. I uploaded on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. And I saw a bush ranger, it was just harvesting, and then I was like, I really want to shoot him, I really want to shoot that person. I was like, no, in order to get a dub, you cannot shoot, you cannot rush. And then the only time you could rush or shoot a person is when they shoot you, or when they start shooting you, or when they start rushing you. And then turns out the last 2 people who died, and it's actually pretty interesting, the last 2 people who died in my first ever season 6, they actually shot each other at the same time, and I got technically a free dub, I guess. So that's actually pretty lucky. It doesn't happen to everyone, but hey, you know, who knows the chances. And one reason a lot of people die in build battles because they do not have enough mass, so they had to stop building, then they try to break down, then someone comes from the top and then they one pump them or something, I don't know, and then they eventually die. So before you get into a fight, always try to get lots of mass, like stay maxed on everything. That's actually even better. So, and then turns out you'll probably have more mass than that, then you can easily just like one pump into the head, and then he'll or she'll eventually die. was trying to mark the chest. Sorted. Please don't build battle, bro. I don't want to build battle. Are you serious? Now watch third parties come. Don't go for a knockdown, bro. He has a better pump than me. Tell you that much.